Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them microphone, dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Ooh, Steve Harvey. Come on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Come on, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Man. Got a radio show because God is in the blessing business. I just happen to be a recipient. I just happen to got a couple of things right. And man, his grace and mercy carries you the rest of the way. All you got to do is get a couple of things right, and then his grace and his mercy will take over. His favor, his love of you. It's already evident. I mean, because so many times we go along without even acknowledging him or conferring with him in our decisions, and we look up and we find ourselves in a predicament, and he always comes to the rescue. He always manages to show up. He's never too late. He's never 1 minute too late. And so in light of this today, I wanted to talk to you about something. It's another principle of success that I'd like to share with everybody this morning. And once again, these are not things that you don't know or you've never heard before. These are just reminders along the way. And one of the things you have to be conscious of is don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to change because change is coming anyway. See, I have a theory. Don't be afraid to change because change is coming anyway. Everything changes. Nothing remains the same. Nothing. And change is inevitable. Now, you can participate in the change or you can react to the change. Are you following me? You can participate in the change or you can react to the change. But don't be afraid to change because change is coming anyway. Now, what I mean by that is this. In participating in the change or reacting in the change, there is a difference. See, if you react to the change, that means the change has occurred and now you have to make the necessary adjustments to the change. Example. The boss walks in, you think your job is good. The boss walks in and hands you a pink slip. That right there, that's a change. Now, you didn't participate in this change because you didn't ask for the pink slip. But now you got to react to the pink slip. Whenever you have to react to the change, it's an adjustment period. It almost throws you off. So change is going to come. It always does. You can participate or you can react. Or let's say your boss comes in and hands you the pink slip and you said, you know what? I've been preparing for this day. Always knew nothing lasts forever. I've been working on the sideline on the business idea I had. And I had several other applications in around town. I was just holding off to see what was going on. So when they hand you the pink slip, the transition, the adjustment you make is a lot more smoother transition, because now you just transition into your new business idea that you've been working on, or you transition into the apps you already had in, or the contacts you made, the preparation for when the day they come in there and hand you the pink slip. Well, Steve, what if they surprise you with it? This is just one example I'm giving you. So, let's not nitpick the message. So what I'm saying to everybody is, don't be afraid to change, because change is coming anyway. So many people are stuck in a rut because of our refusal to change. I was hell bent on a certain thing going a certain way, and this is how it was going to go. Well, that I was thinking didn't really fit. Now, in my own personal experience, this may not be yours, but in my own personal experience, the things that I've had the most trouble letting go of was something I wanted. When I lined myself up with the will of God to ask God what he wanted for me, you understand, those things came a lot more easy to me because it was in the will of God. It was what God wanted me to do too. Okay, Steve, what you mean by that? Okay, here we go. When things were going wrong in relationships for me, what I did was, the biggest mistake I've ever made was, I attempted to fix what was wrong in my relationship outside of the relationship. You feel me? Okay. So I'm out there working my groove like I want to. Well, now guess what? There's a cause and effect for all of that too. Your house ain't going to get better. It can't. And then that leaves room for some other things. And so now when the change come, guess what? I got to react to it now. I got to have a reaction to it. Had I lined myself up in the will of God, the transition may have gone differently. It could have still ended the relationship, but guess what? Some of the pain I was in, I ain't had to go through. I bought a lot on myself. Sometimes you're pursuing a passion of yours. And what God really wants you to do is pursue your gift. So now you're pursuing your passion, right? You're passionate about golf. You love golf so much, you just determined. But now you done messed around. You ain't made it on the PGA Tour yet, and you 45 still talking about, I'm going to play on the PGA Tour. Really? Okay. Maybe you ain't as good as this you think, or maybe you're not as gifted as you think. Maybe you pursuing a passion. Sometimes, man, we have to change. And we have to ask God what is his will. His will is much simpler. It's a simpler road. Not going to be easier. It's simpler. See, when I wake up now, it's simple for me to wake up because I know there are a few things that I have to do. I have to click this mic on. I have to be positive. I have to be inspirational. I have to be informative. I have to be uplifting. Got it. That's what he wants. All I got to do is sit down, close my eyes, ask God to help me be who he want me to be. And for the most part, he tell me what to say. Now, guess what he's done, though, to create this in me? I went through enough things in my life. I had enough challenges. I made plenty of mistakes. So now, at my age, I can turn around and tell somebody listening to me, okay, this is what I did. This is a mistake I made. Maybe you see yourself in this story right here. Maybe you don't have to go this way. Or this is what I've learned about becoming successful. Here's a principle that I learned. But then guess what? I had to be unsuccessful to get it, though, didn't I? So you can't have a testimony without a test. Change is coming. It's inevitable. You can participate or you can react. I much prefer to participate in the change. All right, let's go.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is time for it to begin. What we talking about, Steve? That doggone Steve Harvey Morning Show. Crack it open, pour it out, let me have some. Ladies and gentlemen, here we is, Steve Harvey Morning Show. Shirley Strawberry.
Crack it open like an egg. Good morning to you, Steve.
Carla Pharrell.
Good morning. What's up, Steve? What's up, crew? What's that?
King of Pranks, Nephew Tommy.
Crack it like a booty, baby. What it do, Steve?
What happened? What?
Take two.
No, we're going to leave that. No, ain't no take two. I don't need two more. He don't need another chance. All right, y'all, what's happening today?
Okay.
Everybody
You don't
good?
get a
Carla, you
chance to
missed it.
recover or
Carla's
anything,
supposed to stop me on that. Carla ain't say nothing.
I did. I was just shaking my head. I'm exhausted from stopping you.
Yeah, this has been going on for years.
Yeah. We good, Steve. How you doing today on this Thursday?
You know,
I'm gonna be stupid today, y'all.
Okay. Thanks for the warning.
I'm just letting y'all know early.
But we already knew.
Wow.
Okay. We'll go along.
I expect nothing else.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Because it comes mostly without the announcement. So
No warning.
yeah, I don't even what you think the announcement is for.
Yeah, we expect it.
It's
Give you some
not
headway.
yeah, it's not that your stupidity bothers me. It's the timing of it.
But you don't think that's brilliant though?
No, it's what you said it is.
What?
See, you can't call it one thing and then expect it to come out as something else. Being stupid is not brilliant.
Yes, it is. And no, hold on. Now you're wrong right there, bro. Stupidity is an art form, huh? And that's why you don't get my position on this show, and that's what bothered me about you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I ain't got no raise that I've been asking you for the last 3-4 years. I've been asking you for this, but I can't get it because you don't see what I bring. You see what I'm saying?
You get a raise for being stupid?
You bring the stupid. I'm trying to.
Y'all
follow
can't
you.
bring that. You can't
No,
bring what I
right.
bring.
Yeah, but
No,
let me ask you a
you're
question
right.
though, Tommy.
No, you right.
Yeah.
If we're paying you for the stupid,
I'm bringing that.
and we getting it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but we don't want no more of it. Why would we give you some more money for it?
Yeah.
Well, wait, Steve. You
Why are
sure
you
about
tired of what I'm bringing? Why would you not want more of this?
Most people don't.
So it's just y'all just want a little bit of stupid in this and then that and then that.
See, okay, Tommy, let me help you understand something.
I like this.
We're
Steve.
tired.
It's a lie.
We're tied to your stupidity, and we definitely not gonna pay for more of what we don't want no more of.
Ooh, that was
deep.
deep.
See, this is what Dak Prescott going through right here. See, this what
All
I'm
right,
talking
I
about.
hate to break it up. I hate to break up
Hold on,
this
Sheryl.
stupid
Hold on, Sheryl. Before we go to
conversation.
break, and we're going to go to break right after I say this right here. What the hell Dak Prescott got to do with this? He a quarterback in the NFL.
Ask the CLO coming up at 32 minutes after the hour. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time now to ask the CLO, the Chief Love Officer, which is Steve Harvey. Here we go. This one, Steve, is from Corey in Tyler, Texas. Corey says, I'm 20 years old and I have a crush on a female that works with me. She's a year older than I am and she's beautiful. I think she's way out of my league, but my mother keeps telling me to ask her out. I am good at saving money and I want to splurge on a really good date. But with the COVID-19 restrictions, I have no clue what a good date would be. I know you always treat Mrs. Harvey like a queen, but keep in mind that I don't have your budget. Please
Hell no,
respond
you ain't got
before
that.
I
You
lose
can't do
the
none of
courage
that.
to ask her out. I love this. Is this the sweetest?
It is so
dog.
sweet.
Yes, he's 20 years old.
All right, little soldier Corey. So listen here, man. The way it has to happen is, women love this phrase right here. It's the thought that counts, and the key word in there is count. When you ain't got a lot of chips to count, you have to focus very heavily on the thought. Now, you this girl that you work with that you got this crush on. I don't know if y'all's going to work. I don't know if y'all working at the Chick-fil-A down at the drive-through. I don't know what his job is, but you can't go nowhere. It's COVID and your money is short. So let's get creative, Corey. What could you do virtually? How could you do a virtual date? Let's say you get a Zoom link and you asked her, excuse me, I don't mean to be forward, but this is a simple way that I could do it. I would like to take you out just as a friend. See, let's go at it like that. I would like to show you a nice time as a friend. When you go to Zoom, Zoom has, when you go to Zoom link, you can hit a button that changes your background. Am I right, crew?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Junior do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do
could
a
be on the
background
beach.
setting.
You could change your background. So you could comedically take her on a world tour. You know, man, so, and just have it set up, man, where you go to the Golden State Bridge,
This is
then
creative.
take her
Steve.
over to Niagara Falls,
Uh-huh.
and do it all, man, in about 15 minutes. Practice it at your house, get your little backdrops right, and then write some nice things. I wish I could take you here or show you this. I was just thinking about you, and this is one of my favorite places I'd like to visit. And maybe one day in the future, if you find it interesting, maybe we might even could go together. But these are just some things I wanted to share with you. Had a nice time with you tonight. Hey, look, have a great day. I really enjoyed this date. Thank you so much.
Ooh,
I like
nice.
it, Steve. I like that CLO.
Now, that was player,
good.
player
That
there,
was
boy.
good. Yeah.
Look at him scooting back from the chair.
Yeah.
He dropped the mic on
Yeah.
that one. He did. He did.
Chloe,
That
look
was
at
good.
Chloe. Look at Chloe. CLO, look at Chloe.
See, dog, yeah. See, if I didn't have money, I'd have to be creative.
Yeah. And you said
And
you
that's
were.
and
when
that's
you
what
did.
I do. Oh, dog, I had to think of this instantly. That's why it ain't hard for me.
You ready?
All right,
let's
here's
go.
another one, CLO, from Shocked in the Bronx. This one says, I'm a 29-year-old man, and I've been in a relationship for 4 years with a beautiful woman. Recently, my girl told me that she and her best friend had a sexual relationship way before we started dating. She said they mutually decided to end it and just be friends. I'm trying to figure out why my girlfriend chose to tell me after 4 years, because now I'm looking back at all of the vacations and girls' trips they've been on. Am I crazy to let this bother me, or is it really no big deal? The best friend is a girl, in parentheses.
Get in there, boy.
Well, listen, this is not an opportunity for you to get in there because obviously you care about this woman 4 years. What he's trying to grapple with, Tommy, and see, this is why we're not paying you no more money for this stupidity. This right here, these little moments like this where somebody really crying out for help is why we're not giving you no more damn
But
money.
he can make two people
stupid.
happy right here.
Listen to me. What he wants to be happy with this. The reason she told you this is because she wanted to get it out front so you don't hear it from somebody else. Now, the only thing is can you accept her honesty on this moment and move forward? Now, I think the answer is yes. You can move forward. People do some things. She told you about it. I mean, so you got to give her something for that. And she came forward and told it to you. And 4 years later, she wanted you to know. Now, you can't help but go back and think about all the girl trips. Well, you wasn't there, so. Now, the question you want to ask yourself is, was this, now you said it happened before y'all got together, not since you've been together. Now, if it's been happening since you've been together, then you have to deal with, that's cheating.
Yeah, he
It's
said
what that
way
is.
before, Steve, they
So,
started dating.
way before, I think, brother, you just have to grapple with that fact. Everybody make mistakes. You're not going to meet no woman at 29 that ain't got no history.
No experience.
But what
that's
about
true.
the vacation and the girl trips? That seemed like that may have happened while they were dating.
Well, that's what I said, but Carla Shirley cleared it up and said he said way before.
Yeah, he said
So
way
now,
before.
he's looking back on.
But
The
I
girl-
hear
what
what
may
you're
be
saying.
messing him up is since they've been talking, they went on some girl trips
Yeah,
and he
that's
kind of
what she's
tripped.
saying.
Yeah.
I got that, Carla. So, you have to grapple with that, dog. But
That's it.
But
I mean,
But
he's
it-
got to find a way to let it go.
Yeah.
no,
he's
don't
going to
let
be
it go.
with her.
If the three of us can get together and work this out together,
Oh, this
what's wrong
Patricia,
with
in Indianapolis.
Thank you,
Well, I'm the only one want to work it out with all of them.
Because you're the only one stupid on the
All right,
damn
let me get
show.
through this quickly. My marriage has been dysfunctional for the past 10 years because my husband cheated 3 times and I forgave him each time. Now he's older and slower, so he can't do what we used to do. I still dress up and look good and go out with my girlfriends, and he can't take it. Because he was so unfaithful, he accuses me of flirting with other men and dressing too sexy if I leave the house in anything other than jeans and a t-shirt. How can I show this man that I am not up to no good all the time?
When we come back, I have a very short and simple answer for you.
Yeah, and Tommy will have a prank right after this.
Oh, y'all kill a threesome.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Anna standing by with our national news for today. Plus, we'll talk about entertainment. And the nephew, of course, is standing by with his prank phone call. But, Steve, we wanted to get to the last CLO question for you before we get to the prank. And it's from this woman who's been in a dysfunctional marriage for the past 10 years because her husband cheated 3 times and she took him back 3 times. Now she says he's older and slower, but she still looks good and dresses up when she goes out with her girls, and he accuses her of cheating now. She wants to, let him know that she's not doing anything.
Well, see, why do you have to let him know? That's him having to deal with his own insecurities that he created.
Right.
Yeah, by his actions.
See, a lot of times what we do sometimes is after we done messed up, we try to dump the mess up in your lap and let you deal with it. One more time, what my grandmama said.
Yeah.
Don't let nobody else put their trash in your trash can.
Amen to that. Come on, Grandma.
See, because you need room for all your mess.
Yeah.
Now, he cheated 3 times over 10 years as a dysfunctional marriage. Now, he old and slow. He can't go nowhere no more. He can't do it because he shot all his shots.
She took him
A
back
man
3
only
times.
got so many shots in the gun if you understand what I'm saying. Now, once you done shot your shots, you ain't got that many bullets left.
All right.
Now, he at the house old and slow. That's his damn problem.
Yep.
He has to, because he created this situation. Stop making it your fault and stop allowing him to make it your fault.
Okay.
You ain't got to convince him of nothing. Well, that's his conscience eating up at him. He need therapy now, not you. You're not finna drive me crazy because your ass is nutty.
That's right. Thank you, CLO.
Thank
All right, nephew. Time for Run That Prank Back. What you got for us?
Now, Tommy, here, this is what we pay you for. Go ahead.
This is a good spot in the show now. Let's not act like this ain't nothing now.
This is a great spot in the show. Here we go.
Draws in the retirement home, Uncle Steve. That's what this is. Draws in the retirement home.
So
Ignorant. I don't know.
Okay, Carla, if you want it really professional, drawers in the retirement home.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Don't sound
Drawers.
good. That don't sound good.
It's
I like
drawers.
drawers in the retirement home. Come on, cat dog. Hello.
Yo,
Oh yeah, who's this?
who is this?
This is attorney David.
David who?
Uh-huh.
All right, this is Anthony.
Anthony, I was giving you a call. You used to work at the senior center, am I right?
Yes.
Okay, we got a bit of a problem here. Are you familiar with Miss
Miss
Yes.
Yes.
Older lady that a Caucasian lady that's here at the center?
Yes.
Okay, now we got a problem. I know you retired in December, but there's cleaning up her room. There's been some men's underwear found here, and she's saying that it's yours.
Well, then you got a problem because I don't know where the lady live at.
No, here at the center, sir. They're claiming
Well,
that.
then at the center, you find the ladies and men underwear said it was mine or whoever and whatever. Now, I don't waste my time with that. If you're going to call somebody, get it straightened out. But don't waste my time with you. Have a nice day.
Wait just a minute, sir. I don't want to have to get officials to come down there.
Hello?
Yes, sir, Mister. This is the turn. Listen, I want to try to do this without your wife finding out, but I got a few questions I need to ask.
You tell your wife to poke you, man. Don't mess with me. You're wasting my time.
Come on. Call it back, dog.
Hey, this is Doris. Please enjoy the music until I answer your call.
That's right.
Hello?
Doris, it's time.
Yes.
Boy, he didn't cuss us out, but he keep hanging up. So I need you to help me out. I want you to call from your phone and put us on three-way and say, hey, you need to talk to these people.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
This is Doris. Tony's right here. I told him about the situation with so I just want him to clear it up so you can stop calling him, okay?
Clear up.
Yes, I this is attorney David. Is he available? I can speak with him?
Sure. Hold on a second. Attorney David.
David who? Hello.
Hello, Mr. Tony, Anthony?
Yeah.
Could you possibly tell me what's going on, why we would find your underwear in Miss is in her room?
How you know it wasn't your underwear?
I'm sorry, sir?
I say, how I know it ain't your underwear?
Sir, I didn't work here. The lady is saying that it's actually your underwear that's been in her room here at the retirement home.
Well, man, you got the wrong one. You know, this is a bad time to be messing with me. And where is you at anyway?
Sir, I'm down here at my office right now.
And where your office at?
Do you need to come and see me?
Yeah, I need to come see you. Where your office at?
What seems to be the situation? Because I'm getting a hostile. You're sounding very hostile right now, sir.
Yeah, well, I'm a hostile individual.
Okay.
You calling me something about some old lady. You go call me about somebody. Call me something about one of you said, yo, you know?
Sir, you're going to watch your tone and you're going to talk to me like you got some sense.
Man, I ain't got to watch nothing. I'm an old man. I ain't got to do but die. I don't even pay taxes. What you want? You want to do something, you go ahead and do it. But don't be calling my number no more.
Okay. Well, I want to tell you this, sir.
Yes?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You have been prank phone called by your girl that's standing right there with you, Doris.
You know what? I ought to kick both of y'all. Why you do that, Tommy? What's wrong with you, man? Huh? Man, you know, this ain't no good time for me, man. I don't have time, man. You messing with me. Where you at, man?
Man, I'm in the studio. I'm in New York City, man.
Oh, New York. Well, you get a chance when you going back to Philly. You stop through Trenton. let me holler at you for real. You know? Put your picture on TV so I know what you look like next time I see you. You know?
Oh man,
you got it, but you must don't know this woman. You got the wrong one. You should have had somebody else. It ain't gonna work. This is a whole woman, man. And I know she couldn't get that off of nobody because she's crazy as hell. All right, but I got something for Miss Doris.
Hey, I gotta ask you one more thing, Mr. Anthony. What is the baddest radio show in the land, man?
Man, you know what it is, Steve Harvey Morning Show. Yo? All right, peace, man.
I did that right there.
You better pop your
that.
collar, huh?
Yeah.
Boy,
You are the king of pranks.
That ought to be getting a raise. Ought to be getting a raise.
We've talked about that. All right, thank you, nephew. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment and national news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, in today's entertainment news, Megan Thee Stallion was shot in the foot early Sunday morning when she and Tory Lanez were pulled over, and he got arrested for gun charges. Megan wanted to set the record straight. She said, on Sunday morning, I suffered gunshot wounds as a result of a crime that was committed against me and done with the intention to physically harm me, according to TMZ. Now, Megan does not say who pulled the trigger, but she wants to make it clear that she did nothing wrong. She adds she was never arrested. The police officers drove her to the hospital where she underwent surgery to remove the bullets. She says she's incredibly grateful to be alive and that she's expected to make a full recovery. She's currently focused on her recovery so she can return to work and her life and making music as soon as possible. Wow. That's
Okay.
a lot going
'Cause
on
it was
right
a couple of versions, a couple of different things about that story, about some glass. She stepped on some glass. Or
Yeah.
It was
But-
some different stuff. So
Yeah.
she went.
But
to
that's
clear
what she
the
said at first, but now.
But
she's
wait a minute. She was in a car,
Uh-huh.
Yes.
and the police pulled them over.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah. 'cause
She got shot in the foot. They ain't saying who did it.
Yeah, they're not saying who did
But
it.
they were at a
4
party.
shots. Yeah, they were at a party.
They
4
were at a party.
shots were
Kylie
actually
Jenner's.
fired.
Actually, they left a pool party from Kylie Jenner's house. It's a little bit more to this.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll come out.
Yeah.
I can help you with who shot you in the foot if you just tell me who was in the damn car.
Well, Tory Lanez is in there.
And I
How
think
you
another
know who
person.
did it? So if it
He's
was
a rapper,
5 people
he's
in the
a-
car,
yeah.
you could depict who did it.
It ain't
did
but
she
two
get
people in
shot
the
in-
front.
What? But shut up.
In any damn car. There's 2 people in the front. You can't get shot in your foot from the back seat.
It's something else to this, though. They'll get to the
That's
bottom of it.
that's actually
And
real.
I
though.
hope she's okay.
Y'all,
yeah.
and whoever was driving, whoever was the other person in the front, shot you in the foot.
I think she was in the front.
Or you shot yourself, one or the other.
No, she didn't shoot herself.
She just said a crime was perpetrated against me.
Yeah.
But they wanted to bring physical harm to her. She said.
Let's say it's 5 people in the car.
Oh, let's not. Let's
No, I'm
Don't
just
bring
saying. At
Hypothetically
max,
speaking,
5 people in the car. With people that got money, max is 5 people.
Right.
You ain't never no more than 2 people in no front seat of no car no more. We don't have bench seat cars no more. So now it's 3 people in the back, packed.
You said a deuce and a quarter, them kind of cars.
Yeah, ain't no more of them. Electric 225.
Yes, we had one
Buick.
too.
Electric 225.
We had
Ain't
a
none of
black-
that. Ain't no Fleetwoods with the bench seat all the way across. So now, whoever, you in the front seat.
Eldorado.
Megan Stallion ain't in the back. The fine chick ain't ever got to ride in the back.
Yeah.
In no damn car. She the biggest star in the car. The star don't get in the back unless she the only one back there. I'm
Unless
just
she's
telling
being
you
chauffeured.
facts.
About stars.
Now, whoever was in the front seat shot her. Unless somebody came over to the car window when they was backing out the driveway, which is another thing rich people don't do no more. They loop round.
You know what? I cannot.
If you
With
was
your
at a
first
post
48.
house, you got to back out. Them the driveways I learned how to drive in. In the head, back it out.
Okay. Thank you
Don't
for that
listen to
insight,
Steve.
Steve. We got to get out
Trying
of
to
here.
help you.
For your
I'm trying.
interpretation.
I'm
right, let's
Carolyn
go to-
Mason.
Please, let's go to Miss Ann
I'm
right
48
now.
hours. I'm Carolyn Mason. I can work this out. Don't let me have to call your mama.
Let me see your nails.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Guys, and good morning, everybody. This is Ann Tripp with the news. A national walkout to protest police brutality and racism is reportedly planned for next Monday, this coming Monday, July 20th. According to the Associated Press, the protest will take place in over 25 cities as part of a series of social justice events organized by a coalition of labor unions and police reform groups, including the thousands of airport, fast food, nursing home, and rideshare workers. They're all joining in. The walkout's to last for a little over 8 minutes. Okay, 8 minutes. That's the length of time that now a former white cop named Derek Chauvin grinded his knee into poor George Floyd's neck, and it's being called the Strike for Black Lives. That's on Monday. 3 class action lawsuits filed yesterday in Philadelphia accusing that city of using military-level force against peaceful protesters during recent demonstrations against police brutality, and the suits allege that both protesters and bystanders were injured by all of it. During an interview earlier this week with Norah O'Donnell on the CBS Evening News, President Trump said more white people than blacks have died at the hands of cops in the U.S.
You said George Floyd's death was a terrible thing.
Terrible.
Why are African Americans still dying at the hands of law enforcement in this country?
And so are white people. So are white people. What a terrible question to ask. So are white people. More white people, by the way. More white people.
While the president is right, he's also wrong. Federal statistics show that, yes, more white people die at the hands of the police. However, that doesn't take into account the differences in population. According to the Census Bureau, white people constitute 76% of the U.S. population, yet blacks only make up 13%. So Harvard researchers say that 1 out of every 1,000 black men can expect to die at the hands of a policeman. And according to a federal study, black people have a death by cop fatality rate that is 2.8 times higher than white people. The governor of Oklahoma has now tested positive for COVID-19. Kevin Stitt announced a diagnosis yesterday. The 48-year-old Republican believes he's the first governor in the nation to contract the virus. Oklahoma Watch says that even as Stitt worked with contract traces on Tuesday, he was still not wearing a mask. The federal government has carried out its first execution in nearly 20 years. 47-year-old Daniel Lee Lewis put to death yesterday in a federal prison in Terre Haute, Indiana, convicted of killing a family in Arkansas in the 1990s as part of a plot to create a whites-only nation in the Pacific Northwest. And today is Global Forgiveness Day.
I'm sorry.
Are you sorry?
So
We forgive you. Now, no, I don't. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, President Trump visited Atlanta, I think that was yesterday, to talk about ways to streamline big infrastructure projects. The president spoke at the UPS airport hub. He also praised Governor Kemp's reopening plan. The city of Atlanta has a mandatory mask policy. So while Georgia's Republican governor was happy to welcome President Trump, Atlanta's mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms said on an appearance at MSNBC, well, Donald Trump is actually violating the law as he stands on our tarmac without a mask, and the city of Atlanta owns and operates Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. That is the busiest airport in the world. And in Atlanta and our city-controlled assets, we have a mandate that you should have on a mask. So she's saying the president was breaking the law. But he wasn't cited or anything.
Drop the mic. Boom.
Yeah. No one went up to him and arrested him or.
Okay,
What are you
because I was
doing,
unaware.
Steve?
I was unaware of the law.
So you have your mask on now.
Now
at
what
work?
I'm not going to do is break the law.
That's
You're in
right.
Atlanta.
Unlike
so
the
I'm
president.
doing my show in the mask.
Say something
Nasty.
else.
I said I'm doing my show in the mask.
Pretty clear.
I know it is
Yeah.
Pretty clear.
because this is a special mask.
Oh,
What's so
Gotta
special
be
about
special, man.
They only made 42 of these.
okay.
it? Okay.
And so they only made 42. But
What kind
how
is
is it
that,
that it's
dog?
so
What you
clear
got on?
that we can hear you so well?
Well, because it's special made. I don't want to tell y'all this on the air.
Oh.
Oh, okay. It's
Is it Tom Ford or
what is
something?
it?
What is that?
Oh,
You
it's
see it.
He said
That's
you
Tom.
see it.
Are you serious? Is that Tom Ford?
It's really
Let me do
cute.
Anthony Brown on your ass.
on the Zoom. We're on the air. We're on
Wait, here we go.
Steve
Here
is
we go. Let me see
zooming
this.
his face where we
Look
can
at
only
that on
see his eyes.
You see that down the center?
Oh, you look just
Look at
like
that.
Winton.
You see what down the center of the
Yeah,
mask?
I see it.
Watch. Lean down, Steve.
Lean back.
Right there. See it?
I see it.
Nope.
Yes. That's
Oh, I
Tom
see it.
Ford.
Oh, the logo. Okay.
It's a designer mask.
Oh, rich ass man.
That's your uncle.
That's fly.
Oh my God.
And that be, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think she meant indoors while you're working, Steve. I think she means outside.
Oh,
In
so
the
I don't have to
public.
wear it in?
No, sir.
Well,
I'm
you're
in
the
Atlanta.
studio by yourself.
Oh, I'm in the studio by myself. My wife don't let nobody in here.
So you can take it.
I told you right now, dog, I ain't seen nobody. It's getting a little difficult. It's getting a
All
little
right,
difficult in here at the Harvey house.
You can
Oh,
you
Lord,
can
having
take
it
it off,
yours.
Steve.
It's getting very difficult over here.
Coming
I
up
love
at
you,
34.
but damn.
Wow. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, Nick Cannon now is firing back at Viacom CBS. We'll talk about that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, Nick Cannon is firing back now at Viacom CBS after the network dropped him for making anti-Semitic comments, and he claimed that the network is being divisive and not him. He's saying it's the network. Nick did apologize to the Jewish community, and he is demanding that Viacom CBS give him his rights to Wildin' Out. Nick wrote, "I birthed one of the most creative, longest-running hip-hop programming in television history. Wildin' Out, Nick went on to say, I created a billion-dollar brand. Based on trust and empty promises, my ownership was swindled away from me. Nick went on to say, for Viacom to be so deceptive is no surprise. They've been underpaying talent on their biggest brands like Love and Hip Hop, all of BET programming, and of course, Wildin' Out. Anyway, Diddy wants Nick to join up with his cable channel, Revolt TV, and make it his new creative home. And Diddy said, Revolt is truly black-owned. We got your back. Wow. There's a lot in that statement. Well, at least he apologized.
For Nick, man. I hope Nick can bounce back. I really do. But wow.
Yeah. I mean,
fans. I pull for all brothers, man. He make a mistake, do this, do that. I'm pulling for brothers.
I do too, man. I just say.
Especially Nick.
He talented,
hey, man.
That's a talented brother.
Let me just say something to young people. And this is Uncle Steve talking, who has been at this for a very long time.
Very long time, yeah.
My father-in-law, Bubba Bridges, he says all the time, just because you can say something doesn't mean you should say something. I got that we live in the Fifth Amendment, the freedom of speech or whatever that amendment is. First Amendment, whatever one it is. Fifth is when you plead the fifth or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've used them all.
Is that what I say?
I've tried pleading the fifth in court and went straight to jail. So I've seen it not work. I got that we live in a freedom of speech country, but it's not truly free, y'all. It's truly not free.
Not for us.
The only person that actually has total freedom of speech is President Donald Trump. He can say anything he wants to, and can't nobody do a damn thing with it because you can't indict a sitting president. The rest of us fall under the big guise of you can't say what you want to say. Now, I hope Nick can come back from this too. Yeah. But listen to me, y'all. On your comeback trail, you can't keep firing at the people and you're trying to get back in the game. I appreciate Diddy for making his platform available. Right. But if Nick is in a fight if he got swindled out of
Wildin' Out by Viacom
ownership,
CBS, yeah, he's saying he created it. Yeah,
I don't know that you can take it over to Revolt. Now Nick is a very, very talented guy.
Oh yeah.
So he can go over there and take something over there. But do you think
create
the Wildin' Out
else.
brand, is going to go on Revolt? I just wish, man, listen to me, y'all, and we got to be conscious of the climate that we're in.
Yes.
Because everybody looking to get their feelings hurt. And you have to remember that. I thank God for Carla, Pharrell, and Shirley Strawberry and Monica Barnes, who monitor
and
me.
Nephew Tommy.
Oh, no, they have to stop your ass, too.
Regular.
The ladies
all the time
monitor us all the time. You know, cut our mics off, hit our cough button, all kind of stuff.
You would get mad.
Oh, yeah, man. Because we over here clowning.
Yes.
You get it now?
Hey.
You get
that ain't funny. That ain't that funny. It's funny to me. Well, it ain't finna be funny to them. And so, you know, I just think that in this climate, we have to be very, very conscious. You know, I think Nick is an extremely talented guy.
He sure is.
He can work on multiple platforms.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, Wildin' Out, who doesn't love it? The Masked Singer, come on.
Yeah.
He apologized to the Jewish community for what he said, and we'll see how this pans out, but wow. All right, coming up next, Nephew here with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, guys, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, this is a good one. The subject is my children's mama or my sugar mama. Okay.
Yeah, choices.
There's a difference twixt the two.
Yeah, figure that one out. Okay. But right now, the nephew is in the building with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Oh, God, I'm finna be stupid.
We know.
Oh, welcome
Welcome to the stupid university. Oh, y'all ain't ready for this here, man.
What is it?
Man, let me tell y'all something, man. If you got a seatbelt, put it on. You know, if you, I don't know. Let's see. What else can you put on other than seatbelt? If your kids got a car seat in the back, you know, lock that in. Make that lock all that in there.
Okay.
Uncle Steve, this right here is Lester Tucker. That's what this is.
Right now, though?
Let me catch me.
Is this the climate for Lester Tucker? You sure?
Oh, this gonna be the climate for Lester Tucker. What's wrong with the climate? Y'all think it's a little
I'm not talking about the literal weather.
It's a little too testy. Okay, well, guess what? We finna to run it right now. Play it, cat dog. Play it right now. Yes, I'm trying to reach Lester Tucker.
This is Lester Tucker.
Mr. Tucker, how you doing? This is Curtis Watkins, Soul Brother number 9. I'm with the BP of A, and
Who?
The BP of A, Black People of America.
What the? Okay.
Well, listen, we doing a survey today. We calling a lot of white households, and we're trying to figure out, have y'all been using the N-word in your house? And if you have, how many times are you using the N-word on a daily basis in your house?
The N-word? What kind of survey is that? I don't use the N-word in my house. I got youngins. We don't do that around my house.
Have you been using the N-word at your job?
Oh, hell no. What kind of survey is this?
Oh, no, back the hell up. What did you just say? You got what at your job?
I got black. What the? Look, what business is this of yours if I use the N-word? I pay the rent in this trailer.
The organization.
I'll say the N-word if I want to say the N-word.
Hey, hold on. Wait a minute, brother. Now, look.
No, you wait a minute. You call me.
Hey, let me explain something to you, sir. All we're doing is a survey. Now, I will tell you this. We do have surveillances at your place, and we will be trying to figure out if you
surveillance at my trailer?
We will be dictating, we will be trying to figure out if you're using the N-word.
Let me tell you something. If I want to say the N-word, I'll say the N-word. I don't want to say it. If I find some surveillance in my trailer, I will come and kick your Black People's Association. You hear me? You know who you with?
You Lester Tucker, ain't you?
You got right. I'm Lester Tucker.
Well,
why you want to know how many times I say the N-word?
We're trying to get a survey on it, sir. That's what we're trying
survey
to.
My you just trying to start some
I'm Curtis Watkins with Black People of America.
I don't give a hell. I don't give a who you are, Curtis Watkins.
Sir.
Why you calling my house?
Sir, I'm just here to ask, have you been using it, and have you been using it at your job?
What did I tell you? I don't use it in my house because I got kids. I don't use it at the job because I got black people that work for me.
Okay.
I don't want to run them off by calling them names.
Okay, well, when you go down to the club by yourself, are you guys in there using it? Now, come on now, be honest with me. Are you guys in there using it?
Man, let me tell you something. I don't know what the about, but it sounded to me like you said, look, I got black neighbors, all right? I ain't like that. I ain't like that.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. When it's just you and them good old boys, when it's just y'all, are you using that N-word?
Well, let me ask you this. When it's just you and your hoodlum little buddies, what the hell do you call white people? You use the word?
I have not used the word, sir.
Oh, why you use I want to get, like I told you, I don't know who the hell you are.
Sir, I'm doing the survey here. You don't survey
my all right. Well, I was white people of America. How about that? See, we can't have our own association. Oh, hell no. You're calling me asking questions.
Okay, I just got one more thing to tell you. Are you familiar with Williams?
Yeah, he works for me.
Well, this nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, you just got pranked by Williams. You all right, man? You got kind of riled up, man.
Well, man, you wait till I see that, brother.
He told me, he said this white guy is going to go off. He said, trust me, he does not use the N-word, but just act like he's been using it, and he's going to go the hell off.
You wait till I see that man today. That's some owes me money anyway. Hell, you wait till I see.
All right, Lester, calm down. Hey, I got to ask you, man, what's the baddest radio show in the land?
Let me tell you, it's the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and you know how I know? Because them black guys that work for me have that blaring every morning in my company truck.
And there you have it, baby.
Wow.
What's wrong, Carla? Carla, it don't fix the climate of what we in right now.
My nerves are bad.
I know.
I can't with you. You play way too much. I mean, can you draw the line anywhere?
I drew the line, and then I called Lester Tucker. What?
You went over the edge.
But see,
Okay, well, it's the BPA, Carla. It's the Black People Association of America.
No, you
Please.
took that line from your uncle, that lesson from your uncle. How do you know when you go over the edge unless you go over it?
You got to go there. You got
And
to
that's
go
what you
there.
did. Yeah.
It's the BPA, baby. It's the Black People Association of America.
I love Lester, though. That was my dude right there.
He had a good spirit. Thank God.
Because he was cool. You know,
Yeah.
He was real.
He was all right with it.
Yeah, he was real. He was
I
real.
paid the rent in this here trailer. I say what I want to say. Let me ask you something. Your little hoodlum friend, what they call white people? Huh? What about that?
Yeah.
Oh, but we can't
What we
have
do
it.
white-
Well, I'm from the Association of White People. Oh, no. We can't have that, can we? Boy, he
Touchy.
understood race relations perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
He did.
Oh, man.
How do you come up with this crazy stuff, Tommy?
Oh, okay, Shirley, check this out. So this is, let me tell you what I just put this down. Oh my God, let me show it to you. Check this out. Here go my next list right here, y'all. Y'all tell me if y'all like this, okay?
Okay.
This is what I got coming up. Come on, Tommy, where is it? Okay. This is called, no. I'm with the AAA bail bonds. Eric asked me to call you to help pay his $50,000 bond. I'm gonna need you to bring $5K in the morning. When should I expect y'all? This a dude in jail. I'm working on that prank. Y'all ain't ready for that one, okay?
Okay. Why would
How
you
about this one
prank?
right here?
But why would you do that?
Because he's crazy.
Hold on.
Why would he do
These-
any of these pranks?
These is good pranks right here. Check this out. I overheard you give your number to the clerk at the store, so I decided to call you. What you doing?
Try to holler at the clerk at the store.
Say, man, you overheard my number. And
Okay,
then
now
you
watch this one.
called
Watch this
me.
one. Watch this one. So I got somebody that gave me this information right here. It's a guy that work at the pet store. All right, I call this bird talk. I'm gonna call the pet store and ask him, can I speak to one of the parrots? All right, and that's gonna determine if I want to buy the bird or not. I need to speak to the parrot. Can you put the parrot on the phone? y'all don't. Tommy working over here,
Now
man.
that's cute. That's okay. I like that one.
Does it keep you up at night? Do you think of this stuff at night? And when are
Shirley,
you,
I wake up and text myself and make sure I got my
Wait a
stuff
minute, you
together.
do what? You wake up and do what?
I text myself. You don't talk to you?
Y'all don't see the stupidity shining through here?
What? What?
If you don't text you, who gonna talk to you, fool?
All right, look.
Just let that marinate. Let it hang
yeah.
out there. Let it.
All right, thank you, nephew. We got to go. Coming up, Strawberry Letter next. Subject, my children's mama or my sugar mama. We'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now, guys, for today's Strawberry Letter. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
All right, thank you, nephew. Subject, my children's mama or my sugar mama. Dear Steve and Shirley, I love my wife very much, and she is the mother of my children. But I have another woman. My wife is very beautiful and smart, but she doesn't submit to me like my mistress does. My wife wants me to be the man of the house all of the time, and when I ask her for help on certain things, she huffs and puffs. I just want a partnership with her and raise our children together. My other woman is older and loves catering to me like she is my personal assistant. It's so good with this older woman, I'm starting to wonder if I'm falling in love with her or if I'm just in love with all of the attention. I told my mistress that I am not leaving my wife, and she doesn't seem to care. My wife had my phone looking for our plumber's number, and she ran across a text from my mistress. I told her she is one of my real estate clients. My wife would never suspect anything, and she doesn't question me. If she found out about my mistress, I'm sure I could explain it so that she wouldn't think anything was going on, because this lady isn't my type at all. I'm in it for the way she's always making me feel. She makes me a priority and treats me like a king. She buys me expensive gifts and she freely gives me money. I love that she enjoys cognac and cigars with me and has a passion for classic cars. She is the ideal sugar mama. The sex is great and feels so natural with her that I can't imagine why this woman is single. I'm not under any pressure to stop seeing this woman, but I know it's wrong. I am happy at home and I'm happy with my mistress, so I would have a hard time choosing between the two. Should I make a choice now or ride this out? Please help. Please help. With what? What do you want us to help with? That's what I'm confused about here. You already know. You already know. I mean, what do you want Steve and I to do at this point? You have all the answers. Morally, you know this is wrong. You're married. You have children. Okay, you're cheating. You're lying. You're using the sugar mama because she gives you attention. You're taking money from her. You know, she smokes cigars with you and all of that. You think you might be in love with her. The sex is great. You're critical of your wife because she doesn't submit to you, and because she wants you to be the man of the house all the time. Hello? I don't understand that one. But so this makes her a bad wife because those are her requirements. All right. I think you, sir, I think you have a problem because you just want women to serve you and cater to you. I mean, who are you that you deserve that? What are you doing? But you have a good wife. You said she was beautiful and smart. You have children, but you're cheating on her. You don't even deserve her, let alone a sugar mama. And you think you might have to decide between the two. If we tell you to leave the sugar mama alone, you're not going to do it because what? The sex is great and she does all these wonderful things to you. You don't really want anything from us unless you want us to tell you to stay in it because you're happy with both of them. You don't want an answer from us. I mean, really, you're just wasting our time right now. Seriously, you are. Steve.
You know what, Shirley, everything you said is spot on. I mean, you know, dude, really, did you write us just so you could brag about your situation? You just wanted to tell it to somebody. Because obviously, man, this is something you can't keep to yourself. Because where in here did you ask for help?
Right.
Where in here do you even see a problem? See, all you did was send us a letter that to justify what you doing. And it don't add up, dog. Damn, man, it's dudes like you, man. See, bro, I don't know what you thought I was supposed to say to you, but it's dudes like you that make it hard for other dudes, man, that's trying to do right. Or out there just trying to get it together. My wife is very beautiful. She's the mother of your children, but I got another woman. Okay, right here. Now, women are starting to develop a hate for you, but let me show you where you made sure they hate you. My wife is very beautiful and smart, but she doesn't submit to me like my mistress does. Right there, they hate your ass. Every woman listening to this hates your ass right now. The hell you mean?
Right.
Dog. She's very beautiful and smart, but she don't submit to me.
Yeah.
Dog, every woman, you just lose. You stupid, man. My wife wants me to be the man of the house all the time. What, you want some days off?
Yeah, what is that?
No, you don't get days off from this here.
Okay.
This thing called manhood, man, you got to wear it. It's yours. Now, if you don't want to be the man of the house all that damn time, how many days off you need? because she got to be the wife and the mother. She don't get no days off from that.
Right.
Oh, man, come on, dude, right here.
understand
And when I ask her for help on certain things, she huffs and puffs. I just want a partnership with her and raise our children together. That ain't what marriage is, dog. Then you got to figure some stuff out. You got to sit down and talk. You got to listen. You got to hear some stuff you don't want to hear. You got to let some stuff go you don't want to let go of. That's what marriage really is. My other woman is older and loves catering to me like she's my personal assistant. Do you have a mail order bride? What did you send for and she showed up in a box like she's my personal assistant? Oh, dog.
Hold it right there, Steve. I know you have
should have
more.
called temp service and married somebody down there. The hell you think?
We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hours. Today's subject, my children's mama or my sugar mama? We'll be back with more right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's strawberry letter. This crazy letter. Subject, my children's mama or my sugar mama?
This fool that wrote in. This letter stupid from time it start off, man. I love my wife very much. She's the mother of my children, but I have another woman. The hate for you began right here by all the women listening to this letter. Then you seal the deal. My wife is very beautiful and smart, but she don't submit to me like my mistress does.
Ew.
That did it right there.
Ew.
See, brother, let me explain something to you. Nothing you write in this letter after this can bail you out of the situation you just created in paragraph 1. I'm telling you, partner. See, fellas, and I want fellas to listen to this, man. My father taught me something. He said, son, listen to me. When a fool is talking, stay there and listen carefully. I said, Daddy, why should I listen to somebody that's stupid? He said, son, listen to me. Don't walk away. Because what you going to learn is what not to do and what not to say. Just stay there and listen. A fool can teach you a lesson. So a fool wrote this letter. Every time I ask her something, she huff and puff. I just want a partnership with her and raise our children together. A partnership and raise your kids. Dog, you have to talk to your wife. You have to compromise. You have to hear stuff. You have to listen to stories you don't want to listen to. You got to go places you don't want to go.
Why are you rubbing your face while you're saying
this? You got to sit in the
this?
dressing room. You're going to buy stuff you don't feel like buying. She going to spend some money. Ain't going to say nothing to you about it. All this has got to happen. That's what marriage is. My other woman is older and loves catering to me like she's my personal assistant. Now, if you thought they hated you in paragraph 1, the letter has now turned into they want to join together and kill you. It's women that's looking at you like you stink ass. It's so good with this older woman. I'm starting to wonder if I'm falling in love with her or just in the love all the attention. I told my mistress I'm not leaving my wife, and she don't seem to care. Now, I know why that is, and I'm going to show you. We're going to come back to that. My wife had your phone looking to our plumber's number. She ran across a text from mistress. I told her she's one of my real estate clients. My wife would never suspect anything, and she doesn't question me. If she found out about my mistress, I'm sure I could explain it so that she wouldn't think anything was going on, because this lady isn't my type at all. Bam, right there. That's the key to this whole thing.
She is his type. He's there.
Yeah, you with her?
No, she's actually perfect for you.
Yeah.
You full of it, and she is too. It's a match made in heaven. But dog, let me tell you how much you into this chick. Because she makes you a priority and treats you like a king. She buy me expensive gifts, and she freely gives me money. Who do this?
User.
Who do this except somebody trying to hold on to somebody else? Listen, give you an example of this. Buy Marjorie expensive gifts.
Yes, Lord. Yes,
freely give her money. You know why? Because I'm trying to keep her. Nah, that ain't what this really about, but you, dog, she trying to keep you. I'm in love with my wife. I took some vows. I'm trying to get to the tape with this one. You sitting up in here, man, acting like you just got options. But she ain't your type, though. Well, whose type
There's nothing
are
wrong
you?
with his wife.
But see, that's why every woman hates you. I love that she enjoys cognac, cigars with me, and got a passion for classic cars. What woman? This is a treasure trove. You found the greatest woman to ever live.
Alive.
Where is she? Oh my God! Cigars, cognac, classic cars.
Yeah, I like cars.
Don't you tell me she likes sports. Boy, don't you tell me she want to go to the fights. Oh! Don't you tell me that she don't give a damn if you don't brush your teeth for a couple days. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. Boy, you finna make me cry. Wait a minute. She let you get in the bed without taking a shower? Oh, Jesus. Boy, where did you find this woman? See, dog, she's the ideal sugar mama. The sex is great, and it feels so natural. I can't imagine why this woman is single. I'll give you a couple of reasons why she's single. Number one, she dating you. Number two, most men don't like women with cigar breath.
Yeah, that's true.
Number three, I don't want a woman with all that in common with me. I won't do something by myself. I don't want my wife to like sports. I want to watch sports with my boys. I don't want my wife to play golf. I want to go by my damn self. That's why her ass is single. She do too damn much.
All right, Steve, thank you.
And don't write us no more with this ignorant ass letter.
Yeah. All right, post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter.
I don't give a damn what you do.
Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. And don't forget to check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, our girl from the talk, Sheryl Underwood, coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, it's Carla's reality update. But right now, Steve, please introduce our girl from the talk.
Ladies.
One and only.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sheryl Underwood.
Steve Harvey, that's the same music I play for Junior when he come in the bedroom.
What?
What's the applause and the whistles?
Wait. You doing a lot? You doing?
What? Listen, I stand strong in mine. Man,
Yeah, you do.
That's pretty darn strong.
Hey, before I start telling all my business, Steve, I need to talk to you. I'm kind of frustrated. Let me tell you why I'm kind of frustrated. It's because I think, back in the civil rights movement of the 50s and 60s, we had more discipline. We had a focus in what we was doing, right? So now you got, let me tell you a couple of things that I'm frustrated on. Okay, so we the black people that can succumb, black and brown people succumbing to the COVID, right? To COVID-19, right?
Yes.
But we talking about we ain't gonna wear no mask, Shirley Strawberry. So when we start doing what Trump say, because Trump say he ain't gonna wear no mask, he say he don't believe in it. When we start talking like that, when we start listening to him, we got to look at decisions that we got to make, that our life depend on it. You see what I'm saying?
The reason I don't follow Trump is because I'm trying to go to heaven.
Well.
Steve had his mask on the show earlier,
Yeah.
Cheryl.
You better
And he's
say
in
it.
there by himself.
There it
Obama
is.
told all us in Atlanta to wear masks.
That's right.
Who
I'm
did?
sitting up here at Mayor Bottoms.
Yeah, that's my girl. I love
We love
Keisha
her.
Lance Bottoms as the mayors. I love plural, all of us.
The
I
mayors.
love her. And that sister is talking the real talk. We got some good mayors out there, some good governors out there, but we are not doing as a people. I think we just, now black folk, you going to get mad. Get mad at Sheryl Underwood. Don't get mad at Steve Harvey. Don't get mad at Carlos, Shirley's, Thomas. Don't get mad at them. And Junior
Okay,
is
now, if you
in
say
an
something
undisclosed
crazy,
location.
Yeah,
I
Get
just
mad
want
at
you
me.
to know I'm finna denounce you publicly.
Okay,
So
I'm
go
just
ahead.
saying, get mad at
Please,
me.
sir.
I
sir.
believe we get distracted on Kanye talking about he done filed paperwork. He on the ballot in Oklahoma. Then you start to have people comparing. Well, if you don't vote for Kanye, you anti this, you anti. Stay focused. What gets Trump out of office? Stop getting all in the weeds and get
Joe
distracted.
Biden.
There it
Hey,
is,
hey,
right there.
Cheryl.
Stay in the basement, Joe. But this
No,
the
that's
other
what-
thing that's bothering me. We so distracted on other things, but nobody's talking about. And I'm gonna close with this: the census numbers is low. Keep your eyes on the prize.
That's right,
Don't
girl.
get distracted. Don't follow something just because it's trending on Twitter. Forget suppression. I'm about to cuss.
That's
I'm sorry,
right, Cheryl.
Carla.
That's right. And
Forget
thank you.
suppression. It
You
is
gotta
fraud. It is fraud. I got to go sell the strawberries because
Right
I
now.
got some hot baby oil on the stove.
Okay.
I'm coming,
All right.
Junior.
Do
Thank
your
you,
thing.
Cheryl.
Huh?
Coming up,
What?
Cheryl.
Waxing.
Carla's
What? Oh,
reality
yes.
update right after
It's in
this.
a pot, Tommy. It's in a pot.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Come on, Tommy, let's go.
Let's go, baby. Let's get to it. Come on. She's here. She right here. That's my sister. She live here. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. It's Carla Farrell with what? Reality update.
All right, thank you, nephew. Nephew. All right, here we go.
She live here.
She lives here. So we got reality stars fighting for social justice, doing good work. Portia Williams from Real Housewives of Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop star Yandy Smith, along with civil rights activist Tamika Mallory, and about 87 or so other demonstrators were among those who were locked up at the Louisville Metro Corrections. This was Tuesday evening in Louisville for protesting outside the home of Kentucky's Attorney General Daniel Cameron. The protest was in demand for the arrest of the Louisville Metro police officers involved in the shooting death of Breonna Taylor back in March. Now, Portia and Yandy have been released from custody, but none of the three Louisville police officers involved in Breonna Taylor's killing have been arrested or charged with anything.
Wow.
Oh, Carla, okay.
Shame.
Hold on. Let me ask you for a quick second. Have they been fired?
One
has been
officer.
fired out of how many people were on that
Three.
property that night? Three people.
Three
So
plain
one out of
clothes
three has
officers.
been fired.
Yes.
Nobody's been charged anything.
No,
Wow.
no. So check this out, though, Tommy. So now that you bring that up, so now the protesters, Portia Williams, Yandy Smith, Tamika Mallory, there were others that were there. But don't you find this, and I'm sure they do, they find it ironic that they have felony charges to potentially fight, but the cops who did
Have
the
nothing.
actual killing are
Have
still
nothing.
free, roaming free of Breonna Taylor. So say her name, Breonna Taylor. That's right. We are still fighting for justice. So shout out to reality stars Portia Williams and Yandy Smith. I wanted to spotlight
Front
that.
lines.
Yeah, on reality.
They
Update.
trying to get their story together, man. That's all they doing.
Wow.
They trying to get their story up, or whatever little piece of something they
You
trying
mean
to
the
take
police?
together.
Yeah.
The police are. That's all
Yeah.
That's all they doing.
Yep. And moving on quickly, Married to Medicine, Los Angeles, the season finale. We kind of talked about it last week. Shanique is ready to get things going with her realtor business, and she kind of met with celebrity realtor. I like him, Josh Altman. Do you guys watch $1 Million Listing? Oh, that's my husband loves that show. That's one reality show he likes. And he kind of broke it down to her and telling her what she needs to do to really be a huge, successful, realtor in Los Angeles. Britton, she realized that it's time for her son to start sleeping in his own room so she and her husband can sleep together in their bed and get back to some lovey-dovey. Dr. Amani, she's moving forward with her divorce. And Jasmine, she hosted this Christmas party at her house, and the ladies were hoping they would get to meet Jasmine's husband. They called him Dr. J because he is a doctor, a physician. But Jasmine said, now she had this big old Christmas party at her house. They have a big, beautiful house in Beverly Hills. She said that her husband was upstairs sleeping while she was hosting a Christmas party.
Boy, that sound like me right there. I ain't lying. I'll go get a nap on your ass in a minute. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And so wait, Tommy, so she hired a security team to make sure that the party goers didn't go upstairs at all.
That's right.
She had a party with a choir and everything.
A choir at a party?
choir.
He slept
Wow.
through all of that.
Exactly. They were singing,
He was tired.
Christmas songs or whatever. So we did not. That's right. We did not get to see her husband, Dr. J.
Chimney.
Well, gospel inspirational Christmas
Okay.
songs.
And then we behind
Reality
the
update.
Yeah.
Prestige.
Do you know how many people want to see this? Here come Glitter come home, Cinnamon come home. You know what I'm saying? You don't see this, dog. See, that's my problem with you, dog.
Carla.
You don't see money like you used to no more. That's what
He
bothers me
changed.
about you.
We'll be back with more of the
Changed,
Steve
Steve.
Harvey Morning Show at 20 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Beyonce has officially locked down the trademark to her daughter's name, Blue Ivy Carter. There was a dispute over the intellectual property rights tied to the 8-year-old's name when a Massachusetts wedding planner laid claim to the name. Ultimately, the Trademark Trial and Appeal Board sided with Queen Bee over the relatively unknown proprietor of Blue Ivy Events, which was founded before Blue Ivy was even born. The owner's name is Veronica Morales. She was worried about a risk of confusion between the two. The board didn't think there was a big risk of folks confusing an event planning business with Blue Ivy Carter, Beyonce's baby. So there you have it.
Don't mess around, get your ass bought out now.
This is an easy fix.
Yeah, it was easy.
I'm telling you right now, y'all.
Well, Beyonce wants, Beyonce gets, okay? When,
You ain't
especially
lying.
when it
Bring the
involves
beat
a
in.
child. Yes.
Bow down to the
You're going to mess
queen.
around and piss off that beehive
Okay.
and beat them through your last damn event.
They
Boy,
are
when the
waiting in the
beehive
wings.
get upset, you got drama, partner.
Mm-hmm. This is true. This is true. This is
Love
true.
Beyonce.
I know. I know.
Is they still friends with Kanye?
Who? Kim and
J-
J and B.
JC.
J and B.
Uh-huh.
You think they gonna
So,
vote
I
for
would
him,
guess
Carla?
so.
Why not?
Carla, you
Yeah.
think they gonna vote for him?
Ain't nobody voting for Kanye. We ain't got
No
no time
one
for
is
this.
voting for Kanye. More of the Steve Harvey Morning Show and some trending news coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time now to ask the CLO, the Chief Love Officer, which is Steve Harvey. Here we go. This one, Steve, is from Corey in Tyler, Texas. Corey says, I'm 20 years old and I have a crush on a female that works with me. She's a year older than I am and she's beautiful. I think she's way out of my league, but my mother keeps telling me to ask her out. I am good at saving money and I want to splurge on a really good date. But with the COVID-19 restrictions, I have no clue what a good date would be. I know you always treat Mrs. Harvey like a queen, but keep in mind that I don't have your budget. Please
Hell no,
respond
you ain't got
before
that.
I
You
lose
can't do
the
none of
courage
that.
to ask her out. I love this. Is this the sweetest?
It is
Yeah,
so
dog.
sweet.
Yes, he's 20 years old.
All right, little soldier Corey. So listen here, man. The way it has to happen is, women love this phrase right here. It's the thought that counts, and key word in there is count. When you ain't got a lot of chips to count, you have to focus very heavily on the thought. Now, you this girl that you work with, that you got this crush on, I don't know if y'all's going to work. I don't know if y'all working at the Chick-fil-A down at the drive-through. I don't know what his job is, but you can't go nowhere. It's COVID and your money is short. So let's get creative, Corey. What could you do virtually? Could you do a virtual date? Let's say you get a Zoom link and you asked her, excuse me, I would like to take you out just as a friend. When you go to Zoom, you can hit a button that changes your background. Am I right, crew?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because Junior do it all the time.
Yeah,
Yes, you can do
could
a
be on the
background
beach.
setting.
You could
Yeah.
change your background. So you could comedically take her on a world tour. You know, man, so and just have it set up, man, where you go to the Golden State Bridge,
This is creative.
then take her
Steve.
over to Niagara Falls,
Uh-huh.
and do it all, man, in about 15 minutes. Practice it at your house, get your little backdrops right, and then write some nice things. I wish I could take you here or show you this. I was just thinking about you, and this is one of my favorite places I'd like to visit. And maybe one day in the future, if you find it interesting, maybe we might even could go together. But these are just some things I wanted to share with you. Had a nice time with you tonight. Hey, look, have a great day. I really enjoyed this date. Thank you so much.
Ooh, I like it, Steve. I like that CLO.
Now, that was player,
that was
boy.
good. Coming up, it's our last break of the day.
It's the last break of the day.
And good, Steve. And we'll have some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey coming up at 49 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, our last break of the day on this Thursday. Whew.
Last break of the day.
Whew. It's been a Thursday.
Lord,
a lot going on.
Woo, it's a lot. It's a lot. Hang in there, everybody.
Well, get your president from taking pictures in front of
Goya
food products in the Oval
I like
Office.
Goya till I saw him in front of him. I did. I like Goya.
I know, right?
What is it? If it's Goya, then you know it's good.
Who are you? What are you endorsing a product?
Yes, that was Ivanka.
Yo, you've never seen a president sit in front of a product, behind the product, with his thumbs up grinning. He ain't ever had a can of none of that.
Nothing.
Right, he's never eaten it.
No,
You know that.
what rich person you know that has some damn Goya canned beans?
No, he's a
Well,
McDonald's.
Goya Foods, it's...
Yes, it is.
I ain't got no problem with that. But what is he sitting behind these cans for at this damn desk?
in the middle
Maybe
of a pandemic.
Maybe it's
They're
make food.
endorsing him, right?
Maybe it's
they're
make
supporting-
food great again. I don't know.
They have to be endorsing him
Yes,
Yeah,
the CEO is.
I believe
yes,
they are.
I think
and
so.
putting money in his campaign.
Uh-huh.
But a lot of members of the Latino community are calling for a boycott of Goya products.
Okay. There
Oh,
you
because
go.
of that, huh?
Okay, here we go then.
Yeah.
I saw that online.
But it does make me hungry, though.
So what you want, Sheryl?
Well, you know, I like beans.
You ain't cooked nothing. What you want?
Hey, y'all, let's go. I want to do these closing remarks.
All right, here we go,
I want to
Steve.
just talk about this for a minute because, you know, as we get closer and closer to this election, and I've made a commitment to get the largest African-American turnout in the history of voting. And I want to do it for several reasons. One is because our forefathers died for us to have this very, very important right. And for us to squander this right, it's an insult to our history. It really is, y'all. I mean, it's an insult to our grandparents. I mean, because, man, do you know what they wanted, what they had to go through to even attempt to vote? Do you know how badly they wanted to have a say-so? Well, when you vote gives you a say-so. And you have a say-so that's so important, I keep saying it, that every politician covets the black vote. Now, I've noticed in this election, people who are running for Senate and these other things, they use the thing of how proud they are of Donald Trump and how much they support Trump because they are appealing to the same base that he is. Well, his base is not African Americans or Latinos. We clearly understand that. But if that's not the base, then do they even care about any other vote? Or have they already assumed that they've done enough in terms of voter suppression to stop us from voting? This last election in Atlanta, they had taken so many polling places, shut them down and condensed them into one, that all of a sudden it took 5-6 hours to vote, which will discourage you from voting the next time. Well, guess when the next one is? It's the big one in November. But we're going to be prepared for that because of this great thing that our ancestors and our generations before fought for. We have a right to have a say-so. Now, I do agree with Shannon Sharp, who I heard the other day. People were joking about it, but he made a lot of sense. We can't get distracted. And right now, the distraction is in full blast. The president sitting behind the desk with canned goods, endorsing a product when I clearly have never seen another president do that. we got distracted, and Shannon Sharp is right, with the Jada Pinkett red tabletop, whatever that was, interview. That's a distraction. Kanye running for president is a distraction. The new Nick Cannon thing, it's a distraction. All of this stuff, man, that we allow to become so important and such a part of our talking that it causes us to lose focus. We got to stay focused here, y'all, because the real deal is happening in front of our eyes right now. The unthinkable can occur. You cannot handle 4 more years of this man being president. Let me explain something to y'all. You think some stuff has come out of his mouth that you found to be unacceptable and shocking? This is being said behind the guise that there is a re-election coming. Well, if he wins another term, there will be no re-election. What statements will he be making then? What policies will he pass then? Who will he ban then? How many more DACA programs he gonna get rid of? How high will the wall be the last 4 years? How many divisive statements will he make on his way out when he don't care? Remember, this is the same president that said Barack Obama wasn't a U.S. citizen, that he don't have a birth certificate. This is the same guy that declared the guilt of those 5 African-American boys in that trial of the Central Park trial. And he still has yet to apologize for that. If this man is in for 4 more years, he is going to unleash some fury on this country that we may not recover from, racially, economically, and divisively. And I don't think we can stand 4 more years. We've got to show up at the polls and show him that black lives do matter because we vote. Period. Those are my closing remarks.
All right now.
Every day.
Drop
Every
the mic,
day.
Steve.
That's it.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharveyfm.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.